What is hostile architecture, and why is it a social justice issue? How can architecture even be regarded as hostile? After all, a building's just a building, right? Hostile architecture intentionally discourages people from using spaces for activities that they were not originally designed for. I'm guessing that maybe the architect of this house didn't want anyone leaning against its walls. Hostile architecture tends to be employed in public spaces like parks and on sidewalks. Because the targeted group is frequently homeless people, it is also referred to as anti-homeless architecture. One example is segmented park benches with arm rails to prevent people from sleeping on them. Other examples are spikes on store windowsills, again to prevent people from sleeping on them, and awning gaps, which allow rain and snow to fall on people sleeping against the wall. Sometimes local governments respond to the problem of homelessness by simply driving homeless people out of sight. For example, when homeless people are sleeping under bridges and in tunnels for shelter. One approach that has been used in various cities around the world is to cover the ground with rocks or boulders to make those spaces uninhabitable. The homeless aren't the only ones affected by hostile architecture. Skateboarders, too, are sometimes deliberately driven off of sidewalks through the use of planters and other impediments. So why is hostile architecture a social justice issue? Because instead of dealing with homelessness as a social problem, hostile architecture just tries to make it less visible. Is that fair?